How to recognize if your child might be experiencing sexual abuse. Act now to protect them. Hello everyone. Today I want to share a topic that's incredibly important and sensitive, one that every parent needs to pay attention to. It's about how to spot the signs that your child might be experiencing sexual abuse. It sounds heavy, I know, but I believe that only by understanding this can we protect our children in the best way possible. This isn't just knowledge I'm sharing, it's also my heartfelt concern. Because I know every child deserves to grow up in love and safety. I'll start with the main points so you can get a clear picture. When children are sexually abused, they can't easily open up and tell someone. They might not even know how to express it. Instead, their bodies, emotions, and behaviors will speak for them. And our job as parents is to be observant, to protect them so they can grow up in a truly healthy environment. Now, I'll go into detail step by step. Please listen carefully. Signs your child is crying for help. Listen with your heart. Friends, I want you to imagine this for a moment. Our kids, those little angels, if they're unfortunately abused, they won't be able to scream or run to us crying and tell us everything. Instead, they'll react in ways that might be so subtle we could miss them if we're not paying close attention. Every child responds differently, depending on their age, the severity of what happened, or even who did it. Some kids show only tiny signs, or none at all that are obvious. But what I want to stress is this: if something seems off with your child, don't brush it off thinking, "It's probably fine." Pay attention, because sexual abuse is a real possibility. I once read that a parent's intuition is incredibly powerful. If you feel uneasy, if you sense something's wrong with your child, trust that feeling. Don't hesitate to dig deeper or ask for help. We all agree on one thing: our children have the right to grow up safe and unharmed. Protecting them isn't just our duty, it's how we build a true home for them. Ages 0 to 11. What do emotional changes reveal? Now, let's look at emotional changes in our kids, especially those aged 0 to 11. At this age, they're still so young and don't yet know how to fully express what they're going through. If they're being abused, you might notice them suddenly becoming quieter, no longer chattering like before, or distancing themselves from everyone, even you. Some days they cry for no apparent reason, and no matter how much you ask, they can't explain why. Then there are things that shock you, like bedwetting or soiling their clothes again, even though they'd already mastered control. Some kids ask odd questions like, "Does everyone have to keep secrets?" Hearing that breaks my heart because I know something's wrong. Others might become aggressive, quick to anger, or complain of headaches or stomachaches with no medical cause. Nightmares or clinging to you more than usual are also signs to watch for. Honestly, every time I think about my child possibly suffering in silence, I just want to hold them tight and protect them forever. So if you see these signs, don't ignore them, dig deeper. Behavioral changes. Don't dismiss them as small things. Next, I want to talk about behavior, because it's another big alarm bell. Have you ever noticed your child suddenly losing interest in playing? Or avoiding a certain place or person they used to be fine with? A friend once told me her daughter suddenly became terrified of the nearby park she used to love. It took a lot of asking to uncover something bad had happened. Then there are chilling behaviors, like your child showing sexual actions that don't match their age, or struggling to sleep, or their schoolwork dropping off. These changes aren't always obvious, but if you look closely, they'll stand out from their usual personality. I just want to remind you, don't assume it's just a phase of growing up. Ask questions, and if needed, seek help to get clarity. Physical signs. Silent wounds. Finally, I want you to pay attention to your child's body, because it can speak the clearest about what they've been through. If their private areas are red or swollen, they complain of pain when using the bathroom, or they struggle to walk or sit. Take notice right away. Unexplained bruises on their buttocks, thighs, or anywhere else they can't account for are also red flags. Then there are symptoms like urinary tract infections, complaining of burning when they pee, or worse, unusual discharge from their genitals. I know hearing this might scare or sadden you. It does me too. But I have to say it so you understand. Their body mirrors what they're enduring. If you see these signs, don't hesitate. Take them to a doctor and investigate immediately. A call from the heart. Be their protector. Friends, I'm not saying all this to scare you, but to wake you up and empower you to protect your kids. Our children, those innocent little ones, can't stand up to evil on their own. It's our job to watch, to listen, to act. Even a small change in their emotions, behavior, or body should be seen as a silent cry for help. I believe that if we care enough, we can create a safer world for them. Every child deserves to grow up happy and fearless. Will you join me in this? If you suspect anything, don't hesitate to seek help. For my kids, I'd do anything, and I know you would too.